Hi, Marissa Damari with the Damari Group at Keller Williams. It is Friday, April 17th, and I wanted to give you a market update as to what's going on. Today I'm going to talk about our New Jersey market, and I'll do a second video to update you as to what's going on in our Naples, Florida location as well. But what prompted me to do this video was we got out of attorney review yesterday on a property that went pending, and it was our first full, I guess I'm going to say it, COVID-19 deal. It was our first. Obviously, we have closed other properties since this whole thing has gone on. People that were already under contract, they've closed. Properties that were already on the market, we've continued to market them. However, this particular one that went fully pending yesterday the sellers decided to sell once this whole thing happened. So it was full, COVID-19, shelter in place, full quarantine, and we went through all of the reasons why it would make sense to wait and why it would make sense to move right now. And we decided for these particular sellers, for them to sell and purchase another home in a different location, now was the right time. So I'm not sure if you remember, but a couple of weeks ago, I sat in this very chair right here, and I helped them stage their home on FaceTime. I walk through everything with them exactly how I would if I was there. We started at the front door, so we looked at it through a buyer's eyes, exactly what a buyer is going to see, and I made sure that every room was in picture-perfect condition for the photographer to go the following day and shoot not only full photographs, but a 3D tour of the property, so a buyer could click through and actually see the house without actually walking through the house, because obviously we are taking every precautionary measure that we possibly can to, one, obviously move our clients forward, because we are an essential business: food, water, shelter, and we provide shelter and homes and a safe place for people to call home. So there are still people that, no matter what is going on in the world, that need to move. People that are growing their families and their home is too small. People that unfortunately maybe ran into a financial situation and they need to downsize into something with a lower payment before they can get in financial trouble, so their family is safe and secure and financially secure as well. And then there's other people that just had a plan to move and they know that this is the right time for whatever their situation is, and they are going to continue to move forward. So I am advising people, some people I'm actually advising to wait because of their particular situation, but other people were going through all the pros and cons and advising them to move right now. So let's get back to the deal that came out of attorney review yesterday. So we staged the home via FaceTime. We had the photographer go the following day and do photographs and a 3D tour of the property, the yard, everything. We launched the listing a couple of days later after we completed all of the pre-marketing for the property. And then anytime we got an inquiry from a buyer that called from one of our online websites or saw the sign, or another agent, we asked for a copy of their pre-approval. We asked that they went through already the 3D tour of the home so they could see it through their eyes as if they were walking through the house, but virtually. And then they drove by the location to ensure that they loved everything about the outside of the property. It was only then that they were able to go in with a mask and gloves, with no one else in the property at the time, to walk through, just to ensure that it was the right house for them. So we listed the property on Thursday, April 2nd, and we secured a buyer the following Saturday. And then we were able to negotiate it Easter Sunday morning, and we went into attorney review the following day. So let me tell you a little bit about the clients. So the sellers of this house both have secure jobs, and they're actually looking to move to get closer to work. So when we go back to work at the actual office, they're a lot closer. The buyers of this house, he's a police officer. He's selling his house, and the buyer of that house is a pharmacist. So all these people have secure jobs with a true need to move during this time. And it was our first full deal that went under contract and through from start to finish during this whole thing. So that prompted me, and I said, okay, well, what else is going on in our market? And I'm talking to other agents every day. We're all helping each other make the best of this. What are we advising our clients? Staying current on what's important. And I see that there's a lot of misconceptions out there. Banks aren't financing, there's no mortgages available, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, additional precautionary measures are being taken. However, appraisers are still going into properties. You could still get a certificate of occupancy from the township in order to close. They've just switched it around a little bit to make it actually easier right now, which is great. And interest rates are historically low still. I feel like I've been saying this for so long, but they're not going to stay this way forever. So if you can capitalize on those low interest rates, now is absolutely the right time. So then I went in, and I'm going to reference my notes here because I said, okay, so this property went under contract. What else is going on in the market in the past 24 hours? No, it is not like the normal spring market right now that we're experiencing, that we're used to experiencing in this area of New Jersey. But in Monmouth and Ocean County, in the past 24 hours, 70 new listings hit the market, which means if you're a buyer, there is lower inventory, but there's still inventory to choose from. And I said, okay, so that was the past 24 hours. What happened in the last 3 days with homes going pending? Because sometimes it takes a day or two for it to come out of attorney review and it to get marked under contract. So in the past 72 hours, in Monmouth and Ocean County, 123 homes went under contract. Those are 123 people that had a need to move for one reason or another. So things are absolutely still moving in the market, and it may be the right time for you, or it may be not the right time for you, and it makes sense to wait, but it is important to contact us, contact your professional, and run through those scenarios as to what can I do right now to make my future better. So if you have any questions or you want to discuss it further, please feel free to reach out, and we'll see you guys soon.